Everyone, my name is Matthew Warner. I was having some trouble with online videos, so this might not be as high of quality, but it's what I got. So after watching that video, it's pretty obvious that the first topic we're really covering is the moral issue behind the idea of using phrases such as "you run like a girl, you throw like a girl." Is that okay to use if we use it in the right context, or is it not? It can be argued both ways, and I could see how both arguments would have some backing. You could argue that you're just trying to be motivating, or that phrase isn't completely untrue. For the most part, men are able to throw a baseball faster than women. I can see where you can make that argument. I could also see where the argument could be made. It's engendering towards women. It's defaming towards women. You're saying that females naturally aren't as proficient as men. I can see where you make either one of those arguments, and how you could kind of fight both sides. If you break it down a step further, which is probably something we should do, and ask ourselves, what are we really saying when you say you throw like a girl or you run like a girl? What we're really saying is you can't throw proficiently. You aren't able, as abled as someone else. Female athletes aren't as good as male athletes. Just plain and simple. Another way that we could say you throw like a girl is girls aren't as good as boys at throwing, and that's what you're not as good as boys at throwing. It's kind of a black and white issue that we bring up. And that can't be argued that it's okay to say something like that. That's one that can't be argued. The one before, is there a negative connotation behind it or not? That can be argued. When you really break down what we're saying, it can't be argued that it's morally wrong to tell someone that they throw like a girl or run like a girl. Just because that's engendering, that's just making a general collective statement that females aren't as able as men in sports. And as coaches, we shouldn't be putting people down, any athlete, regardless of gender or ability. We should be building them up, trying to make them better. The one thing that athletes can actually control is their effort. We would love for every pitcher on our baseball team to throw 110 miles per hour. We'd love for every track athlete to win every race they run. But when it comes down to it, all the athletes really have control over is the effort they put in at practice, the effort they put in off the track, and the effort they put in competition. So if we're using phrases such as "you throw like a girl," talking about their performance, we're really not even tackling the main issue that we should be trying to cover as coaches, which is focusing on their effort, focusing on maximizing their abilities regardless of gender. If I have a female athlete, I want her to throw as well as she can. I want her to be the best female athlete she can be, not compared to any other girls, not compared to a different gender, just compared to herself. I think the biggest takeaway we can take from this video is we need to quit using these engendering phrases, even if we don't need to have a negative connotation behind them or not. We shouldn't really have a focus on what gender is better than the other. How are you among your gender? It's more of a personal growth, personal performance type thing. There's obviously a lot of takes that could be taken from this video. That's just what I took away from it. Excited to look at what everyone else has to share on here too.